So I have also told you that the values that we want to inculcate, they do not change their importance or value in terms of space, time, and place. So that's the reason we say all the values, they are universal. And the values, the foundational values is trust, right? If there is a trust uh, among the family members, then only something good can happen. If there is no trust, if there is no respect, if there is no good relationships, if there is no bonding, so definitely that type of family cannot get the goal that a family want, or the fulfillment that every human being aspiring. So we have discussed that the human values we need in life for the right understanding, and because they develop right understanding, and we can be happy, we can understand true essence of the life. And that's the reason the values that we have discussed, bravery, love, trust, glory. So these values are very, very important, and they do not change their nature in terms of time, place, and space. So that's the reason we are saying they are unique values. So in the same discussion, we are discussing today harmony in the nature. So we have discussed harmony in oneself, and what happens when there is harmony in oneself. We have also discussed harmony in family members, and then what happens when there is a harmony in family members, and when there is harmony in society. So we have discussed that what are the benefits of it. So today we'll be discussing harmony in nature. So far we have elaborated on harmony in individual, family, and society, as I already said. Human order is a part of nature, hence it is essential to understand the nature and the participation of human being in nature for a mutually fulfilling and sustainable way of living. After discussing nature, we will move on to understand the existence as a whole, which is in the form of units submerged in space. Let me share my screen here so that you will get some right inputs. Oh. Is my screen visible, Akshita?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay. The slide is understanding harmony in nature, right?
Yes.
Okay. So today we will be discussing continuous happiness and prosperity. Sorry, ये हमने discuss किया है. We will discuss harmony in nature and harmony in existence. That is nature. So many times you have learned, you have read somewhere, or you have listened from someone else that the nature is a great teacher, and we can learn many things from the nature. Nature is the real source for our happiness, and nowadays we are far away, we are cut off from the nature, and that's the reason you will see there is disharmony among the people. That has happened only because of we are far away from the nature. Now the people who live with the nature, actually they lead happy and contentful life, and this is true, this is really true. Whenever you go to nature for tour, right, or whenever if you go to visit any garden, you feel very happy, because we cannot cut off from the nature, and as and when we cut off ourselves from the nature, we feel disharmony in oneself. And that's the reason nowadays many people have everything, but are they happy? You will find that many people have everything, but still only one thing they are missing, and the missing thing is harmony. The harmony is absent because of the wrong understanding of the self, or the not having the right understanding, so that we feel always uh, in a state of gloomy, or we feel depression, or we feel something missing. Okay, so we need to do self exploration for to know our true essence. Actually, in the first lecture itself, I tried to unfold you. We should ask one question to oneself. That the question was, what is my role in nature? So what role I can play to protect the nature and to develop the right of environment. So if I have right understanding, I will follow the rule of the nature. I will not go against of the nature. So if I have the right understanding, right feeling, and if I explore it on my own, I understand that the nature gives us many things, right? That is free of cost, completely free of cost. So what in return we give to nature? Or we must ask this question as well: what we are doing for protecting the environment or the nature? So you will see that there is only talking going on that we should protect the nature, everyone should protect the nature, but nobody is doing any constructive work, barring few people. There are some people who are in uh, constant touch with the nature. They want to develop good nature, because the nature is our great teacher, and the nature is our real mother. The food we take, we get it from the nature. Nature gives us the light, gives us the food, the medicine, right? So in that sense, I'm saying the nature is our real mother. And see what we are doing to our nature, which is our mother, because we are doing against, we are going against of the law of the nature, because not having the right understanding, right? So these self exploration is needed, and I hope that if you do this self exploration, you will do your role, the required role for the protection of the nature. So far we have explored our natural acceptance in the earlier lecture. Our natural acceptance is for living in harmony as an individual, as a family, as a society. Is there any provision in nature existence for living in accordance with our natural acceptance? So this, if this question I ask to you, do we have any provision for nature existence for living in accordance with our natural acceptance? So following our natural acceptance, you will see there is no any provision we have made to protect the nature. There are some provision, they are only in the documents, not in actual life, right? So is it possible to live in harmony as an individual, as a family, as a society, without the right type of environment or natural habitat? The answer to this question is no. So we must understand coexistence. Is coexistence mutual fulfillment inherent in nature, or is the design of nature existence by way of opposition, struggle, survival of the fittest? So you will find that in the nature, there is a coherence. There is no struggle. There is a life cycle. I understand there is a life cycle. See, plant grow when they get water, right? And that plants are eaten by the various animals, and again in animal also there is a cycle. But see, have you ever seen that tiger has eaten all the deer, or deer has eaten all the grass, all types of grass. No, it is never happened in the nature, because the nature, there is a life cycle, and that nature can maintain that. Only the human being, they disturb this cycle, natural cycle, and because of the interference of the human being, you will find that many species are on the verge of extinction, right? So human being is a great danger, pose a great threat to all the nature or nature elements, and that is our great gross misunderstanding where we have to correct. And this time, engineer, they will think in the right direction, and they will correct what we have done wrong to the nature. This is right time. And as an engineer, because you are a creator, right? So if you have the right understanding, you can do something good for the nature, and that's the reason this course is introduced for you people. So on the basis of the discussion, you will find that there are 4 cycles. For example, there are 4 cycles, or we can say 4 units. Although the units are innumerable, they can all be classified into just 4 orders. For example, physical order, bio order, animal order, and human being. In physical order, this includes air, water, metal, and so on, or soil as well, right? In bio order, we have grass, plants, trees, etc. And in animal order, we are having, for example, animals and birds. And in human being, we are having, for example, this metal, sun, earth, moon, right? So with this whole cosmos is made up of these 4 order. There are innumerable order, but on a major category, we have divided it for our true understanding: physical order, bio order, animal order, and human orders. If you see the first 3 orders, there is no problem at all. The problem in only 4th order, that is human order, right? So see, in bio order, plant, trees, right? There is no problem. In animal order also, see, when there is a cycle, definitely that cycle is based on survival of the fittest. Yeah, that is also true. Physical order, we have soil, metal. Here also there is no problem, absolutely. The problem we are having here only in human order, and we are disturbing all 3 orders. So if there is these 3 orders are in working in consonance, why, who has given us the right to disturb these 3 orders? This understanding is essential for our part, on our part, and that's actually we have to understand very thoroughly. So there is mutual fulfillment among the first 3 orders in nature. The soil plant interaction is an example of mutual fulfillment between the physical order and the bio order. Animals and birds, units of the animal order, depend on plants for their food. At the same time, animals and birds help to spread the seeds of plants from one place to other. They protect plants from harmful insects and pests. Similarly, the units of physical order, like air and water, are essential for animals to survive. In turn, animals enrich the soil. Their dung and their dead bodies act as a very good manure, which makes the soil fertile. This is amply visible in the forest. If we go to forest, we can see this picture. These 3 orders are enriching for human being. These 3 orders are working for human being. This we can see from our day-to-day life as well. This understanding we must develop now. these three things are working for human being only. We are exploiting these three orders. We are exploiting, and that's the reason there is a depletion of the forest. We are cutting trees. We are killing all the animals. In India, the national data suggests that there are hardly 1,200 tigers remain in India. So what we are doing? We have killed all the birds. There was a very good film. I not able to recollect the name of the film. That is film done by Akshay Kumar, and where he has shown that because of mobile use all the birds, many species of the birds, they are vanished completely vanished. And we even we realize that because without coexistence, humans species cannot survive. We must understand this. And if we do not correct the ways that we are following, then the human race will be in danger. That is what is sure. So now, is the human being fulfilling for the other three orders? The answer is negative. This is a big question. Human being is not only unfulfilling for the other three orders, rather it is dominating and exploiting them to the extent of global warming and climate change. So these are the dangers that we are facing right now. We are having anytime rain or heavy rain sometime, and global warming day by day, year by year, it is increasing. So right now in India or in Maharashtra alone, in some parts of Vidarbha, say for example in Chandrapur and Nagpur area, we are having almost 48°C temperature. Actually, that is government data, but people say generally that is more than that. Okay, so at when the temperature is at 70 Celsius degree, science says that we cannot survive. Human species cannot tolerate the temperature 70 Celsius degree, right? So see, we are very close to it now. Why it is happening? Because of not understanding the role of our human order, right? If we had understood it, we could have corrected our ways, but we are not in a mood to correct our ways, and continuously we are exploiting nature for our temporary gain, right? So we must understand the mutual fulfillment, relatedness and fulfillment is only possible when we understand our role. And here actually in bio order and physical order, there is this fulfillment, mutual fulfillment is there, relatedness is there, and fulfillment, complete fulfillment is also seen, right? But only problem is in human order, right? So we must understand that these three orders are in completely working in mutually fulfillment environment. There is no problem at all. However, when we refer to our natural acceptance, we want to fulfill all the four orders. Ask yourself this question: what is naturally acceptable to you? To enrich these four orders or to exploit them? The answer is obvious: to enrich all the four orders. Once human beings understand the mutual fulfillment among the four orders, they can be fulfilling for all the orders: physical order, bio order, animal orders, and human orders. Any of the order is left out from these, the whole cosmos, the universe, cannot work in consonance, and that cannot create the right environment for human being, right? So once human beings understand, they can be fulfilling for all the four orders. Otherwise there would be problem. Right now we are having, I have cited only two problems. One is global warming, and the other problem is, what other problem I cited? There are a number of problems. But for our understanding, global warming is one, and the increasing the change in climate, right? So there are number of problems, but here for our understanding, these two problems will take for consideration. So with the above discussion, we can conclude that there is interconnectedness and mutual fulfillment among the four orders in nature. One can also see that there is self-regulation in nature. In a forest, the proportion of soil, plants, and animals of various species is self-regulated. It never happens that the lions eat up all the deer or the deer eat up all the grasses, or that the plants grow to the extent that there is no space for deer, or that there is lack of soil for few plants, and so on. The forest does not need to be regulated by human being to be in harmony. Forest on its own, it can maintain harmony. With right understanding only, human being will also be self-organized in harmony within, and participate in the harmony in the larger order. So we need to develop right understanding. Nature is organized in such a manner that the physical facility required for any order is available in abundance. The quantity of soil is far more than that of plants and trees, and both of these are available in far greater quantities as compared to the quantity of animals and birds. Human beings require all of these three orders to survive, and the quantity of all these three orders together is far more than the quantity of human being. By its very being, nature is organized in a manner where quantity of all four orders is in a sequence. These are the sequences as we have seen in this: the physical order, bio order, animal order, and human orders. Therefore, the requirement of any order is already available in abundance. So, see, whatever the requirement or the food that we want, already it is available in abundance. But not having the right understanding, we are exploiting more and more, right? It is happening only because of not having the right understanding or right feeling, right? So, the takeaways from this discussion are: the nature is the collection of units. It can be classified into four orders. The orders are physical, bio, animal, and human. There is a relationship of mutual fulfillment amongst these. It is already going on in the first three orders. Human being also has the natural acceptance for mutual fulfillment. All that we need to do is to understand it and live accordingly. Whereas we are not living according to the law of the nature. So up to this, we have discussed these things. In the coming session, we'll discuss the space, about the space, understanding submergence, and our role in protecting the nature. Okay, so these are all the things we'll discuss, and the holistic perception of harmony in existence, how we can develop, and the more important thing, that how we can execute our role. So with this discussion that we have today, I hope that at some extent I try to made it much clear to you, and you must think over that what your role is to what is your role in protecting the nature, and you must ask one basic questions: why I have born, right? If you understand this, definitely you can live a very happy life, right? So right now the session is open for discussion, question and discussion. Whatever I have discussed today, if you have any questions, queries, doubts regarding the today's discussion, you are welcome. You can put your reflections on the discussion that we have today. So today, whatever plan I have put before you. Now it's your turn to ask queries, doubts, so that we will discuss. Actually, this course is developed as a two-way communication. It requires that much discussion, and then only we can come to a right conclusion. Our aim is to create Hello. Hi, am I audible? Anisha, Sushant, Nikita. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Please, if you are so there was connection problem. I had lost my connection for 2 minutes, so that's the reason I was unable to speak. So if anybody has any problem, any queries to ask, he or she is welcome. The thing that I discussed today, right? Anisha. Partiki. Nikita. Pradnya. Sushant. Pradnya. Any reflection on today's discussion? Your remark, your understanding, your takeaways from the today's discussion.
आपले आपण एन्व्हायरमेंटसाठी काय काय प्रोटेक्ट करू शकतो ते एन्व्हायरमेंट कसे प्रोटेक्ट करू शकतो आणि त्याबद्दल आपले राईट काय आहेत ते जाणून घेतले पाहिजे किंवा ते महत्त्वाचे आहे एन्व्हायरमेंटसाठी.
Okay. Do you think that there is a problem because of human order? Are you this? Could you develop this opinion from the today discussion? The three orders, that is bio, physical, and plant orders, animal orders. There is no problem, but the problem is in human orders. Do you see any problem in a human order? Pradnya, any problem in human order? Whatever discussion we had today.
Human order basically metals.
Go on. You are audible.
No.
Tejaswini. उत्कर्षा. उत्कर्षा है क्या? उत्कर्ष है एक्चुअली. इट मस्ट बी उत्कर्ष. वीरेन. So if nobody has any query, doubts, any reflection, I have two assumptions. The assumption number one is whatever I have spoke, you have understood it in entirety. And the second assumption is whatever I spoke to you today or whatever I have discussed today, you didn't understand it. So the assumption number 1 or 2, which assumption is true for you? Akshata, Kartiki, Nikita, Pradnya, Sushant, Tejaswini, Utkarsh, and Viren. Which assumption is true for you, Akshata?
No, sir.
Can't say. Assumption number 1 is you have understood the topic in entirety, completely. The second is okay. You have the first assumption is true for you. Okay. So thank you.
Okay.
With this, if nobody has any doubt, I will close the meet. Right. So I am closing the meet. Our time is also over. Right. So thank you all of you. I wish you good day ahead. Right. Thanks all of you once again.